Interesting. Who put this bill through? It's got to be Democrats. They're not saying who's pushing the bill through. My assumptions, it might not be Democrats. I don't know. Let me look up Credit Card Competition Act. We at Congress.gov. Yep, Democrats, Illinois. Yep, good guess by me. Anyways, the measure sponsors, including y'all. This is why I love recording things. When I tell you I have tunnel vision like to the umpteenth degree. It's good when I need to be laser focused. It's bad because it sometimes makes me look like I'm a complete idiot. I swear to you, I did not read these articles ahead of time, nor do I read ahead as I did all that research to pull up, Congress.gov or whatever the hell the website's called, looking to see, the congressperson that started this / backing it. The sponsors include U.S. Senator Dick Durbin. Dick Durbin. Anyways, Democrat, that's Illinois, argued that competition is necessary and will benefit consumers. Sure. I mean, shout out to competition. Welcome to America. Shout out to capitalism. Credit card swipe fees inflate the prices, right? That consumers pay for groceries and gas. Durbin said in a news release. Yeah, I mean, there are some places where I'm not going to say they charge you less, but you see it mainly like at gas stations where there's I won't say significantly, but there's a lower cost if you use cash. Gas stations cash, or get the car wash with the purchase. But you'll see some places where they'll quote unquote charge you less if you pay cash versus if you use a card. And this is when it says credit card here, these places are still going to, I believe, charge you if you use your debit card, because the swipe fee is a swipe fee. Still the same network. Excuse me again, y'all. I guess my headphones are getting in my way. Durbin said in a news release, it's time to inject real competition to the credit card network market, which is dominated by the Visa Mastercard duopoly. See, here's I understand monopoly, one thing, but there's so many. Whenever the government tries to say that, we got to stop monopolies or duopolies now, I mean, triopolies, like how many large quote unquote, businesses need to have, a significant share of the market share before we don't say there's not enough diversification in the market? Because when it comes to technology, and I mean this wholeheartedly, when it comes to household computer technology, it's either Apple or Microsoft. Like I don't, what else are people buying? Majority of people have something that's running Windows or some type of Apple software. Was it iOS? iOS was for the phone, but you got Apple or Windows. Most people have Apples or Windows. From a technology standpoint, there are various TV brands out there, but most people are going to tell you, hey, you got to get, I highly recommend you get a Samsung. When it comes to cell phones, there are two options. And I want to be clear. Someone can tell me there's a third. You're a fool to choose a third option. You're getting an iPhone, or you're getting, in short, a Galaxy, but some Android operated phone. Is there enough? Does the Windows phone still exist? I feel like the Windows phone had underlying Android operating system, but cell phones only have two options. You get an Android operating system, or you get an iOS operating system. Like, what are the other three what's the third option? So when they talk, they complain about, lack of diversification, should I say, in a particular market, it's like, and let's be clear. Visa, MasterCard, Discover, American Express. Tell Discover and American Express to step it up. Those four are well known. We're gonna blame Visa, MasterCard, two separate entities, right? You're gonna blame Visa and MasterCard because the other people can't compete. It's so interesting. This is the Jordan. This is the generation that, in short, put Jordan on the pedestal, and he dominated for 6 out of 8 years. Shout out to Tom Brady. Shout out to Patrick Mahomes. I mean, there really isn't that much diversification and stuff, because it's hard to be the best or viewed as the best and not have a lot of people use your product. What? Okay, anyways. Supporters say that if merchants have more choice in payment networks, they'll presumably choose one with lower fees. Good theory. And those savings on interchange will filter down into customers in the form of lower prices. Not true. That's not trickle down economics. Sure, I don't even know. I wouldn't even. I don't know if this would be considered part of trickle down economics, but I would say this: one, switching off from Visa, Mastercard. Let's just use Discover, and American Express. Those big four. The same thing with the big banks. Shout out to the banks, too big to fail. I mean, Wells Fargo, J.P. Morgan Chase, Bank of America, and I think Citibank or Citigroup. I can't remember. Citibank or Citigroup. Citibank. All right. I mean, what are we talking about here? It's not like there's all these various different, there's four large banks. Okay. There are four major let's call them credit card network providers. I mean, what are we talking about? We're talking about technology companies in the United States, United States based companies is Google, Apple, Amazon, and Microsoft. I mean, Amazon is like an everything company, but it's like, I mean, you can throw Tesla if you want to, but I'm leaving Tesla out because they distinctly make cars compared to the other four I just mentioned. But it's not like there's all this diversification. What about Amazon? Like has their foot in every single thing possible. Where's the complaint about that? And there probably are complaints about it, but it's like let Amazon do what they're doing. I can order stuff right now to be here tomorrow. I did it 2 days ago. I had to get some stuff. We need some laundry baskets and we need some crap. We need more stuff. And I was like, this probably gonna be here tomorrow. Yep, Amazon had it here. This was Saturday. This was Saturday. This is just I'm talking about 2 days ago. This is yesterday. I ordered stuff yesterday and I already have it right now. Don't touch it. Let Amazon continue to do what they're doing. Don't inhibit them. All right. I mean, my goodness. And so when they're saying here that, yeah, it kind of makes sense that, a business would do what they can to cut costs, but they don't want to cut costs to the point that they're cutting corners. That's a bar. They don't want to cut costs to the point where they're cutting corners in the sense of there might be a level of reliability that comes along with, let's just say, Visa and MasterCard, meaning is the network up more often. Again, most people's credit card slash debit cards are issued through Visa or MasterCard. I've never had a Discover. I know people have American Express and I've seen them, but I've never had an American Express or a Discover card. So if you are making people no longer use Visa or MasterCard, are people even going to be able to pay with their card because they're not going to have American Express or a Visa?